Charlie Walsh's newspaper delivery route in Badger has come to an end. Over the past 25 years, Charlie Walsh has delivered the Grand Forks Herald daily newspapers to the homes of subscribers in Badger, Minnesota. Our oldest son, Eric, started going on the route in about 1993, Charlie stated. After he graduated, our number 2 son, Brent, took the route over. And after he graduated, our number 3 son, Sean, did the route until his graduation in 2003. The Herald expected their parents to manage the business side of it, so I was a permanent sub after that. The 3 boys and their sister, Stephanie, helped as subs. Every year in June, the Grand Forks Herald would send a contract, I would sign it, and everything would be kept working. He explained that the Herald, which is printed in Fargo, was brought there by truck to the distribution center in Thief River Falls. It then would be picked up between 2 and 4 a.m., dropped off at the Walsh home address, along with one bundle to each local business, the Roseau County Co-op Association, and KC's Country Market, to be sold at their newsstands. At one time, the Herald newspaper was delivered to approximately 25 subscribers in Badger, 7 days a week. There was a lot of patrons who also received the newspaper by mail, said Charlie. If we're going to be gone away from home, I left a courtesy note saying, please pick up your papers at the collection box at our house. Prior to the installation of the blue mailboxes used specifically as drop-off for the Herald, Charlie commented that he delivered the newspaper right to the customer's front door. When the route ended June 1st, the list of patrons had declined down to 10. The Grand Forks Herald has since been reduced to being published 2 days a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays. He liked to keep a tab on his customers, especially the elderly, as he went along his route. There was a couple of times that I noticed yesterday's paper hadn't been picked up. First, I had to call Polaris, where I had worked for 25 years as an engineering department, to tell them I'd be late, then call 911, call the family, and then go into the house myself. I started my route at 6 a.m. and had to be at work by 7 a.m. Some dogs weren't very welcoming. I told their owners, if you want the paper, newspaper, tie up your doggies. I worked around delivering the paper by putting it in their vehicle or in the mailbox or calling them and telling them to come and get your paper. It's in the box out here at my house. At Christmas time, the patrons would leave thank you cards with notes or money in the mailboxes. And every year I would get a popcorn cake from Quentin and Levon Johnson. They were the best cakes. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, Charlie spent the full week of April 12th on furlough from Polaris. On Wednesday afternoon, June 10th, and now on his second furlough from Polaris, Great Uncle Charlie was taking a well-earned break, sitting in his easy chair with his great-nephew Briggs comfortably asleep in his arms. Besides having 4 grown children, Charlie and his wife Julie are the proud grandparents of 15 grandchildren. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for PageOnePublications.com.